There's a river we gotta drive through. That's great.
So Leah and I are now on the dirt road to what will be our first boondocking spot here in Mexico. We're Levi and Leah, a Canadian couple living out of our Toyota Prius to complete a road trip of a lifetime.
We left our apartment in the city to spend the next year circumnavigating North America.
Last week I got food poisoning, which was one of the hardest experiences we've had in the Prius.
And this week we go off the beaten path to do our first night boondocking here in Mexico. Here's a road we were on going to this rancho. There's a river we gotta drive through. Okie dokie. That's great.
That was kind of crazy.
Yeah, I know.
So Leah and I are now on the dirt road to what will be our first boondocking spot here in Mexico.
We found this place on Overlander, and a lot of people said that it was spectacular. They felt super safe, and the road out here is actually pretty good.
So far.
So far. I shouldn't say anything.
The road out here was not on Google Maps, but we have sort of figured it out thanks to a lot of the comments, so we'll see if we make it. So Google is now confused because we just missed the turn that it told us to take because there was literally no road. So hopefully this still takes us where we need to go. So we just pulled up and there's like a soccer field here and like a skate park over in the distance. What is going on right now?
I thought we would be like camping on the side of a cliff tonight.
So the whole way there was like construction and stuff on the road, and I guess like they've turned this into a resort or something, and it's just like not open yet. Oh my god, well there's the beach there. How do we get down? Where do we stay?
I have no idea.
Well, this is sort of like the end of the spit.
Babiest lighthouse I've ever seen. It's so cute.
Look at this bay. That is positively insane.
How did we end up here?
And then look at the ocean on the other side. Like we're right on this spit.
Wow.
That's amazing.
I need the ocean. Ocean breeze gets rid of my bug friend. I think this is one of the cleanest beaches we have seen. Like anywhere we've been on this trip. It's astounding.
This is immaculate, yeah.
Wow.
So we are gonna fortunately be able to stay here for at least a couple of nights, but those people right there arrived just before we did and took the prime spot, so we're really hoping that they clear out here soon. The craziest thing is like the beach all the way over there is the same beach that is all the way around here underneath my feet. Like in theory we could walk over there. So our friends moved away, so we have the view that we look for, but sadly...
What's the view? You're looking at my butt, dude.
But sadly there is a fair bit of garbage here, so we're doing a bit of a cleanup to make it a little bit more homely while we're staying here. Oh man, here comes the sunset. Good morning. It's not every day that you get to wake up to that. breakfast this morning. Cornflakes, banana, milk, bit of tea.
Typically when we're boondocking, we don't do as fancy of meals, especially with the induction cooktop, things like that. We just want to make things simple and easy, less dishes, and then we get to spend more time enjoying this.
Boondocking is great because you get a free place to stay, but without picnic tables and power and, you know, other amenities outside of the Prius, it is a little harder to stay here for more than like a couple of days. So we keep things simple.
Rinse our bowls. Almost gets murked by the waves. How did that go?
So we might be boondocking today, but we found ourselves a bathroom here. This must be set up for like the workers who are here during the week. And that's a big plus because, I mean, we're willing to do our business out in the wilderness in the middle of nowhere when we have to, but it is always nice to have a washroom. That's another pro for this place. I'm honestly blown away. Pretty nice, eh?
Like, there's a toilet and I just wash my hands with soap and water. Probably one of the nicest bathrooms we've seen so far. What?
Dude, this is a full-blown pump track.
I'm so confused.
What is going on here? So we're just kind of wandering around this soon-to-be resort to kind of see what the deal is. And it's pretty weird. This is like a concrete, beautifully made skate park. Like this would be like $1 million to make this at least. This lawn was mowed and watered probably today or yesterday. I mean, I guess it is World Cup time, but I don't think many people use this. So this is what we have learned to be a turtle incubation pen. So all these sticks must be little turtles that are gonna get released eventually. Leah and I were just saying, this would be actually a pretty cool spot to come once it's actually all set up and it has all of its amenities, because, you know, it's not everywhere where you have access to like a pump track, a skate park, you know, a turtle sanctuary, and, you know, a beautiful beach at the same time. No, that can't be. There's no way.
That looks like an outdoor shower.
Oh my God, it looks like there's a freaking shower here. Oh no. If this works, I'm gonna lose my mind. Oh.
Oh.
No, it doesn't work, does it?
It's not connected.
Oh, dang it. Oh no, it's disconnected.
So close,
a shower would have been absolutely over the top. That would have been so luxurious. Oh man.
Things you do for a shower.
So we have our coffee cup filling in order to boost the speed of the fill on this bag, because the shower bag is pretty large and these taps are
pretty slow.
This is not the most janky thing we've done on this trip, but it's pretty close.
You know, it would be a great design thing to add backpack straps on this. And then you could wear it on your back and I could shower off of your back. And I could carry it places.
Hey, listen, shower bag manufacturers, if you're listening,
I have a $1 million idea. Backpack straps. And just ones that you add on, you know, when you need them.
This is such a funny image. You walking with this
I'm
thing.
holding like an elephant alien baby.
It looks beautiful, but it's pretty sketchy.
So we tried to stop in at a place on the way here, and there were so many bugs.
Ah, there are all these little gnats.
Look at Leah's legs
They got me.
from all of these bugs.
The woman told us to put coconut
There
oil
is
on.
literally bug bites
I counted.
all over your legs.
There's 28.
What?
There's 28.
There's 28 bug bites on your legs. How is that even possible?
The ocean water helps. So we like to eat fresh fruit and veg as much as we can, despite the fact that we got food poisoning.
In our last episode, literally.
Right? I know, in the last episode. But seriously, we make sure that we clean everything really well before we eat it. We peel it and things like that. And it's hard to find vegetarian food here in Mexico. So whenever we can, we make it ourselves. So these are just really simple quesadillas with refried beans and with cheese. And we're just gonna put avocado, salsa, and cucumber on top. A little bit of lime. Mwah.
Now, I would never voluntarily put anyone through the food poisoning that we had, but one benefit is that food tastes amazing for the first little while once you recover. Leah didn't have it nearly as bad as I did, or maybe she's just tougher than me.
Probably I'm tougher. But yeah, mine lasted like 2 days. One really bad day and then like a few days to recover. Yours was like almost 5 of like not really feeling your best.
Thank you to everybody who gave us advice on like what we needed to feel better. We knew it was coming and we got through it. We got this salsa from a local grocery store. It's extremely hot, but very tasty. Now I reckon, Jesus.
That chair's not on steady ground.
Now, I recognize the last series of videos have been pretty dramatic. We drove through very dangerous places. We had battery issues with our car. Then we got food poisoning, and I promise we're not just inventing drama, but as you might be able to see, our tent's broken. So,
Handy dandy duct tape.
we're gonna duct tape it.
All right. Traded tents with Levi's parents because theirs was a bit bigger than ours, but we had really nice poles that we used to replace these kind of not great fiberglass ones. And now you can see why. This one is literally split in half. It wasn't even this bad yesterday when we put it in, so we can't wait any longer.
As you may have seen from a previous video, we did replace a previous set of fiberglass poles exactly like this one for exactly this reason. So if you are going to get the Napier Sports Cove, these poles are just garbage.
Yeah. Okay, this is our first test to see if it worked.
Not really. Maybe a little bit better.
Maybe less cracking in there now.
Wow, that's really not.
Well, I would say that basically that was almost 100% of a failure.
It'll stop it from cracking more.
Yeah, it
It's
might
not
not.
gonna look any better.
It's not gonna look better, but hopefully it gets us to where we need to go next. Because we don't really have anything else that's gonna solve this problem at this point.
Okay, now it's almost sundown, but don't you think for a second that we've forgotten about our shower bag that we worked so hard to acquire.
Yeah.
We're setting something up, maybe a bit for Instagram, but also because we think it would be fun.
And we get to play on the beach.
I think we're gonna hang the water on it, it's just gonna fall over.
Careful.
This better work out.
I hope so.
We've only really used this thing on a handful of occasions where there wasn't really a shower option available, but this is probably the reason to buy one of these if you're going to. It's just so that you can shower in a very beautiful place. Okay, so it's pretty much done. We're gonna do a quick rinse in the ocean and then we're going to gloriously shower off as the sun sets. That was actually very good.
Oh, that's great. All of our hard work, filling that up, carrying it across.
Look at this. I mean, that's a beautiful engineering piece of engineering.
I think I gotta swim again tomorrow and like rinse again.
Absolutely.
I'm so wet.
You're so wet and
My
I'm
hair.
so burnt.
I don't think I realized how many sunsets we were gonna see when we're on the road, or you even realize how many sunsets you don't see when you're at home. We've seen so many amazing sunsets, and this is just another beautiful one.
We may be living in a car, but we see a lot of sunsets, all right? It basically balances itself out. Dinner when you're boondocking is always a little difficult, as we have said.
And tonight we're keeping it pretty simple with a little pasta sauce. One thing that I didn't think we would get as into on the road is buying like pre-packaged pasta sauces. They're so much easier. Like we make our own pasta sauces at home, but when you're on the road, you buy the bag of pasta, you buy the thing, and then you just add veggies. I'm like, oh, this is so easy. Yes.
We have our lights up to absolute maximum capacity. This is the reality of living on the road, especially when you're boondocking, is you don't often, you know, have a well-illuminated place to eat your dinner. It is.
I think it's 7:30. And we're in bed. Oh my god.
It's 7:30 and we're in bed because it's pitch black outside. So we're not gonna do anything out there.
And we've been outside for 12 straight hours. You probably can't tell, but my nose and my forehead.
We're a little burnt.
Yeah, we're a little burnt. But I'm actually really looking forward to just like laying here, listening to my Harry Potter audiobook. I'm on the 6th book, it's so interesting. I forgot all these interesting things that happened.
Oh my god. Well, team, there's not much else to see for today, so we'll see you in the morning.
Night.
So a quick update on our battery situation. We have ordered a jumper battery, which I believe is called the
Zoko or Zorro, somebody, somebody recommended it on the last video. That's super helpful. And our friends are coming down. We'll bring it with them.
Yes.
And somebody else recommended that we disconnect the battery when we're set up. So
I pulled my most handy thing of the whole trip. We have a few basic tools in here, including this wrench, which worked perfectly. So now, as you may be able to tell,
this little thing is disconnected, which means that our battery is disconnected from all the lights. So hopefully that means that this thing can basically sit here indefinitely.
Yeah, that we can leave this open. The last place we were at was really damp, so we want to let some air go through the car.
It's perfect.
So we're gonna try it out. So we showed you what our boondocking spot looks like, but this is a spot that we actually paid for. It was only 300 pesos for the night. It's worth it for this view.
Come on, that is a pretty freaking dreamy spot right on the ocean. Oh my God.
All right, so we were just getting into kind of like the outer circle of Mexico City.
So as you can see, we've parked and this is where we're going to be sleeping tonight. So we have managed to find vegan tacos from this amazing spot.
There's like so many different options. I was dumbstruck.
Definitely overwhelmed.